Yeah, so a lot comes down to like how you define growth, right? And in my experience, the way in which I have looked at growth is there's so many definitions out there. Uh, Everyone has their own way of defining growth. But in my view, you take the entire customer life cycle. So growth begins from the first touch point you have with the customer. So so acquisition, brand marketing, people coming into your funnel. So that's engagement, conversion, activation, however you want to call it. So how do people know about you? Then how do you convert? How do you engage them and convert them? Once they have bought your goods or your services, how do you continue to engage them and get them to buy more? So you can call that retention, you can call that recurring revenue, however you want to call it, right? Engagement and retention is the next piece. And then there is customer loyalty and customer advocacy, which is often not thought about as a core growth metric. But advocacy is also important because happy customers, the only channel that's going to scale in the future, 10 years into the business, is word of mouth. That decides if your business would stay or not. So advocacy is important as well. So you need to be looking at growth from awareness, engagement, conversion, retention, and advocacy. And yes, it's a bad time to acquire new customers, for example, because you may have the money, you may not have the money. But you should be really looking at your entire funnel and finding opportunities where you could dial in the levers that were not dialed in before. One of the things I've seen, startups that are, and I've been guilty of this, startups that are using paid marketing to deliver growth, they're often too addicted to the idea of paid marketing because the return on ad spend is immediate. You spend $1, you get $2 back. So it's almost, it makes it very difficult for you to zoom out and focus on what are some of the other levers out there that are non-linear in terms of ROI. What do I mean by that, right? Paid marketing by default is always going to be linear. You pay $1, you get $2 back, and you keep scaling, and at some point you lose efficiency and your performance dips. Organic marketing, on the other hand, that's a catch-all bucket for content, advocacy, referral programs. Some of these forms of marketing or some of these forms of building your business give you a non-linear ROI. You keep on going at it, and at some point, you see that for every extra dollar you spend, your ROAS ends up hitting a curve. That's where the slope is increasing, and that's how you hit your hockey stick. You never hit your hockey stick based on paid marketing. So this is the time to focus on other aspects of your business that is beyond just buying media or buying traffic. So that could be conversion. What are you doing in the engagement funnel to engage your users? Uh, a lot of this time is also very crucial for you to go engage your community. So what are you doing with regards to engaging your current community? And so there's a lot of opportunity here when you look at your growth across the entire funnel. And yes, you don't have the money to spend on marketing, but what are some of the other things you can do across the funnel, ranging from product, community, to of course your how you show up, conversion, all of that stuff. It's time to find those opportunities and then focus on them.